The Tooth Fairy. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is about to release one of the best movies of his career.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we would review the worst movie of his career.
There's probably 4 or 5 we could have picked from as well, and we went with this one. So,
Well, we went with the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yeah.
His Rotten Tomatoes score was, on this one, he checks notes, 17%.
17. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the lowest rated The Rock movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Here is the quote. This is from Tim Roby from the Daily Telegraph in the UK. He said, "It has the plastic, disinfected aroma of something straight off the assembly line."
I'll just go through my notes. Yeah, that all checks. Tick.
Some movies are so bad, they're still bad, but maybe also brilliant? Join Nathan, Christo, and Big Trev as they dive headfirst into the cinematic dumpster to unearth the worst-rated films of all time. From forgotten flops to cult catastrophes, they bravely ask the question, is it really that bad? Or is it worth another watch?
17% on Rotten Tomatoes. That might be the highest rated one we've done so far.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
It might be
Whoa.
17%, which is saying a lot.
Released in January 2010, audiences actually gave this one an A- cinema score, which is actually quite decent.
Yes.
But critics didn't like it.
It's hard to tell because a lot of that is probably fans of The Rock. At
Yeah.
the time, 2010, big part of his career, he was on the up and coming. He was massive in the WWE.
Huge, yeah.
So his films have always done really well with audience scores.
Yeah.
Critics, not so much, which,
No.
yeah, we'll dive into this one, but you can kind of understand where the critics pull these things apart.
Yeah. I was quite surprised on the other actors. They were in this show when I started.
So I knew nothing about this movie, didn't read anything before going in because I thought, I want to know. I want to raw dog The Rock.
Ooh.
I want to raw dog the Tooth Fairy.
No.
And know nothing about it.
No money left under your pillow, pal.
No.
But the cast was actually decent.
Yeah. When I saw that Ashley Judd was playing the love
Oh.
interest, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a start.
I mean,
I want to also say, though, miscast.
Yeah,
The two didn't seem to have chemistry.
no.
absolutely not.
No.
No. He of all the movies we've ever watched, I think of his that he's in, the chemistry thing has always been one of those things I think he's really struggled with.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never really gone, great chemistry between him and the leading woman in the film that he does.
Yeah.
Well, for romantic interest, you mean?
Yeah, there's never the chemistry there with any of them, and I think, I don't know what it is. Apparently, he's amazing to work with. Like, you hear everybody in Hollywood, he's a great person to work with. So where does he struggle with that chemistry? Because he's very charismatic as a person. Like in his wrestling career, he's one of the most charismatic people to ever do it. In his roles, he's very charismatic. But with a love interest, there's just never been, and I might be wrong, but I just never really remember a role of him having chemistry with the leading lady.
No.
No. Like he's not gonna do a romantic comedy, is he?
Oh, he probably could, but like Nathan said, he's just got to try and find that right person. I think it's because of his size and who he is.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, I don't really see you with that kind of person or that kind of girl, or
Maybe like a Ronda Rousey or something like that.
not even that.
Just
She's
wrestling.
tiny.
Yeah. The only one I can think of maybe is Jungle Cruise with Emily Blunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
That was probably, that was like, I didn't mind that movie and I love Emily Blunt. So I think obviously her husband being John Krasinski, he's a bit of a goofball. The Rock's, he sort of plays that charismatic goofball as well. So that's maybe the one role that I can think of and go, maybe?
Yeah, but even having him in the Jungle Cruise, I didn't think he was the right pick for that movie. I thought...
I didn't think Jungle Cruise was a great movie.
No, it was all right, except that The Rock, they should have replaced The Rock with someone like Emily Blunt's husband.
Yeah.
I think they were kind of going for that big, because it's
Yeah.
it was, they were making it for a Disney ride at Disneyland. So
Yeah.
they're looking for that hulking big guy that's kind of an action superhero.
See, if you were thinking like a big guy actor to replace The Rock, who's the guy that stars as Jack Reacher?
Oh, Alan Richardson.
I can see Alan playing that part.
Yeah. But we digress.
Oh, yeah, we're back to the Tooth Fairy,
Sorry.
aren't we?
That's how forgettable this movie was. We started talking about everything else.
Anyway, Ashley Judd, Julie Andrews, Stephen Merchant, Billy Crystal was amazing.
Yep.
And Seth MacFarlane was a surprise when I saw him. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
If you look at his IMDb, he's actually done a lot of movies as Seth MacFarlane. Like, obviously, he's...
Oh, really?
We know him as the mastermind behind The Family Guy, but he's actually got a lot of acting credits as well. And he's good. Like, he plays the same character in every movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's a fun character. But, yeah, him popping up in this as well. And obviously, this was early, so I think Family Guy came out in 99. So he'd established himself as, as the Family Guy.
Yeah.
But it was probably the infancy of his major role career on screen for him. But then you touched on it, like Julie Andrews, Billy Crystal, wow.
Oh my God. Billy Crystal was hilarious.
Billy Crystal was magnificent in this. There was a particular joke that I absolutely loved around the 18-minute mark that I want to play for everybody.
This is my greatest invention ever. Amnesia dust. You throw a pinch, the kid forgets everything that happened for the last few seconds.
Yeah, right. Come on.
That's how it works.
That's how what works.
Amnesia dust. You throw a pinch, the kid forgets everything that happened for the last few seconds. That's how it works.
That's how what works.
Amnesia dust. You throw a pinch, the kid forgets everything that happened for the last few seconds. That's how it works.
That's how what works.
Never gets old.
He's very Billy Crystal.
Yes.
Oh, he was exceptionally Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
It was his first major on-screen role since 2002. So he had an 8-year gap.
Oh.
He had done, there's a little fun fact for us, he had done Analyze That in 2002.
Yeah.
And then I think he may have done some animated voiceover stuff in between, but it was his first movie in 8 years where he was on screen.
Oh, wow.
I want to ask, though, Nathan, when we said we were doing The Tooth Fairy and you said, yeah, I watched it with my boys, it's a kid's movie, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not fine.
Well, no, it's not fine, but it's fine to watch with your kids.
No.
What part wasn't fine to watch with the kids?
Near the start.
Oh, with the daughter, how it becomes.
The whole reasoning for
Becoming the Tooth Fairy.
Becoming the Tooth Fairy. It was close.
Yeah, but that's like everything with those, with anything to do. What about the fact that he's just a total jerk?
Yes.
Yeah, I hated him in this movie at the start. I thought, you're a wanker.
Yeah, he was just
He actually played it so well that I thought, you're a tosser.
Yeah, because you didn't know. It starts off, he's in the kitchen with Ashley Judd's character, and he seems like a lovable guy. And then all of a sudden, he steals money from the kid.
Yeah.
And then just breaks down that, about the Tooth Fairy. And you're like, wait a second, it kind of threw me.
Yeah.
And I guess that's probably the first start of that character arc there, is that he's going to just be this absolute jerk off. I guess you do see it actually before then when the kid asks for his autograph.
Now let's say you do make the NHL. You won't, but let's say you do. Let's say you hit the show right out of college, but the show hits you right back, and before you could say slap shot, you're pushed down to the minors with a blown out shoulder and nowhere to go. Listen, lower your expectations. That's how you're going to be happy.
Oh my God, that was next level.
Yeah, he meets the new up and coming star Ryan Sheckler. He's a skateboarder. He plays obviously that character. Comes out all happy, wants an autograph. Yep, no worries, and then just breaks his kid's dream in front of him.
Tears his heart out, shows it to him, and then throws it in the bin.
Absolute douchebag move. And then he obviously does it to the daughter, and then obviously his character evolves throughout the film. But I hated him.
Yeah, but when he was in the WWE, he played a really good guy. But when he wanted to be an absolute dickhead, he was a dickhead.
Yeah, and that's his charismatic side of it, right? He can just switch it pretty well, and he did well. I think he struggles a little bit in this to be the nice guy, but the Dick he absolutely nails.
Yeah, the Dick.
The problem that I had, the problem that I had throughout this entire movie was A, he had hair.
Oh, he did too.
B, the teeth.
That was incredibly white.
God.
The teeth were so white the entire way through the movie. I was like, oh, you needed to drink a few coffees.
I
mate.
wonder if that was a play on him being the Tooth Fairy, having those super pearly whites. Was that like a little
maybe
little play on that? Yeah, no, I understood the name, and he was like a hockey player. And they kind of only really touched on it at the very start that he was once a very accomplished player. Then he goes back to the minor leagues, and then spoiler alert at the end, we'll talk about that.
Brings it up again. They go into more depth when he's training the boy to be a great guitarist to play at the concert.
Yeah.
And gets into it then.
Is there a more cookie cutter way to introduce the the love interest son and you've got to build a relationship, then let's be rock stars together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you get a lot of chicks with that guitar, don't you?
Can we stop this now?
Stop what?
You're just like my mom's past boyfriends, just pretending to be nice to me to impress her.
No, you're wrong. I'm much better looking than your mom's past boyfriends.
I wanted to touch on the thinness of the plot just for a second, because it was fairly brutally thin to get from the point where he mocked the Tooth Fairy to have an argument with Ashley Judd, who throws him out.
Yes.
And that night, he gets summoned.
Yeah.
That was fucking thin.
What's the thinnest of thins? Because that's where that sits, because it is micro thin.
And they had so many other fairies there.
Yeah. I wonder if it's one of those things because it's it's not a kids movie, but it's probably targeted kids to just speed the story up to limit the questions
Yeah, probably.
that are going to come to mum and dad. Is that one of the ways that maybe they push through that?
Maybe, but I also think that the movie actually had pace. It didn't do too badly throughout up until, and we'll get to it, the 3/4 point crisis. And then I felt like it kind of dragged a little bit, but it did actually hop along quite a bit.
Yeah, I think that the story, the pace is good. Look, it's not overly well directed. The writing wasn't very strong. It was pretty one-dimensional, but it's not one of those ones you sit there and you go, oh, God, how long has this been going for? How long have I got it? It sort of moves the story pretty well. And there's not a lot of questions where you're left with and going, oh, what's that for? What's this for? It answers everything as you're going through, which is what you want.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about it, though, and I don't know whether you saw this, Trev, but one of the producers is Jason Blumhouse.
No. From the horrors.
It's a Blumhouse production.
No way.
I'm sure that would be in Nathan's notes a little bit later on, but
It's actually not. That's a good one.
this was a Blumhouse production.
No way.
In conjunction with another place. Jason Blum is on the producer's credits.
Whoa, I didn't know. I had no idea.
So this must have been how he went, okay, well, this is fucked. I need to go to horror because this is much better.
He saw some of the reviews and was like, this is basically a horror.
Yeah.
How can I kill this story?
Yeah.
Well, let's come up with Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Am I right with that one? They were Saw.
Let me Google it.
No, that's James Wennell is Saw.
Okay, then I just take everything I just said back. We never profess to be movie experts. We're just watching bad movies, right?
We're just some dads who love watching shit movies.
Yeah. So if you tuned in going, they don't know shit, we don't.
Yeah.
And we'll admit it too. We won't pretend we're these artsy-fartsy
No.
cinema lovers. We love cinema.
Trevor's Googling.
Yeah, no. The Purge.
Oh, The Purge, okay.
The Purge.
Yeah, then Insidious.
Oh, okay.
The Purge, Insidious, they were his.
I'll replace Jigsaw with Julie Andrews as she comes down from the sky. That was a surprise casting. I had no idea she was in that.
But she's really good. Like, you've got Billy Crystal, you've got Julie Andrews. When they're doing their bits with The Rock, it's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Because I love Julie Andrews and I love Billy Crystal. And their little retort back and forth with The Rock works perfectly.
Yeah.
Because you just want to hear them and you just want to see them, and you do.
And you also know that Stephen Merchant, who is a brilliant comedian.
Amazing.
You just know that a lot of what made it to screen were his impromptu one-liners. Because there's a few in there that you just go, oh, that's got Stephen Merchant written on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about I give you a spin with my fist around your nose?
Okay, what does that mean?
It's a threat. That's what it means.
Right, because it sounds like you're going to do that. Is that
No,
what
I'll
you
punch you right in the nose.
You should have said that. That's much clearer.
The cutting room floor of his character would be full of just banger one-liners that he couldn't use because they were too good.
How tall is he?
8'3".
Yeah. Because Rock's not a small person. And then you look at Stephen Merchant and go, he is looking down on The Rock. I didn't know if that's the way the character was portrayed or because he's really friggin' tall.
Nathan's now Googling.
6'7".
Holy crap.
And how tall's The Rock?
I think he's 6'4".
Yeah.
6'7".
6'7". Oh, God.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You asshole.
In a world of rewatch podcasts, this is the Don't Rewatch Podcast. Worth another watch.
One thing that I actually thought was think it was around a 45-minute mark when he was standing on the balcony and Ashley Judd drives up and asks him to take the son. This is before they sort of have the guitar chat and everything like that. And I sat there and I went, well, isn't he supposed to be like a hockey star? He's living in a fairly ordinary apartment. And then the kid gets up there and says,
I can see hockey's been really good to you.
and I thought that was well done. I like that because I was just thinking the same thing going, yeah, the place looks shit. What's he doing?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. And obviously, I think in the early scenes when he's playing poker and he doesn't have the money to physically play his hand, kind of starts to give you a little bit of a understanding of where he is in his career. Obviously, he's still playing minor league. And then, that's the kid was great. And to say that hockey's been great to you was a really good touch point to say, yeah, it's not doing very well for you, pal.
He was a good actor too, that kid.
Yeah, I think the casting was pretty good all along. And I think, like we said earlier, the biggest surprise is some of these stars they were able to get for this film. And you always look back at these movies and you go, how did that become about? Like, Billy Crystal had that huge gap in time of 8 years and then he came back for this. So a film like that's massive.
I'd say he came back because he saw Julie Andrews on the call sheet and went, you know what, I'm coming back because of that. And then when Ashley Judd, sure, don't know who the fuck The Rock is at the moment, but I'll do this one because this was 2010. I actually enjoyed the Birds and the Bees chat too.
Oh, that was good.
Between The Rock and the Sun. That was very funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Can I ask you something?
It's about your body and how it's changing, isn't it?
What?
Everything that's happening to you and your body now is completely natural.
Ew, no.
Do you have a
Stop
funny
talking,
feeling?
stop talking.
You'll start to
Ew,
grow.
no, stop talking.
Yeah, one thing that Rock's never been criticised for is his comedic timing. And, Trev and I are big wrestling fans, and him coming up in the WWE at the time, he was always that funny character that had perfect timing. And that's really played well into his acting career because he's never been, he's never really had a dramatic role, a serious role.
Well, until the Smashing Machine, which is getting rave reviews for. And all of a sudden he's decided that he wants to start, flexing his actual acting chops rather than just being the action hero.
Yeah, and I think a lot of actors sort of, that career arc is probably one that they sort of all follow, where he started off just taking, I'm going to be the tough guy with my shirt off, I'm going to have my muscles, and I'm going to be that one-dimensional character for a long, long time. And he did that, and he was always really successful. You look what he did with the Fast franchise. Those movies were huge, and he played his part, he played his character.
Made him huger.
Yeah, and then now he's taken that dramatic turn. So it's going to be really cool and interesting to see which shift it has on his career now, because I think hearing what's coming out about The Smashing Machine, potentially nominated for an Academy Award, is massive. And going back to 2010 when this came out, you would never expect a guy like this to sort of have that career growth. And look, it's taken 15 years, but you sort of, maybe we never saw it, but maybe we did.
I think if you look at The Rock and then, like Nay said, very one-dimensional when it came to some of his movie roles, and then you have a look at Dave Bautista and then you look at John Cena, they were going along the same route, and then they changed a little. Like Dave Bautista's fallen off a little bit after Guardians, and he's doing these little roles that are like absolute crap films, whereas John Cena's slowly picking out what show, like The Peacemaker is amazing.
Yeah, it's about that, finding that character arc. And I guess for Hollywood,
Find
it's
the right story.
getting the ability to have that chance of a role.
You have to find somebody that backs your talent.
Yeah, you're just going to be the meathead. And
Yes.
Yeah. And I think with The Rock especially, he's so bankable. So you put him in a movie and it's going to do really well. Like you think of the movies that he's done with Kevin Hart, they've always done pretty well because he's such a bankable star.
They obviously haven't been great movies, but you know what I mean? They're eyeball candy.
They don't lose money. They make plenty of cash. They bring plenty of attention. And so that's why he keeps getting these opportunities. And now, hopefully, he's on the up and coming.
70-minute mark, 3/4 point crisis. We all saw that was coming. That's where they sort of, is he an ass? Yes, he's an ass. Is he going to eventually find his way back?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Is this going to be a schmaltzy ending?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It was definitely one of those movies, the screenplay's like, okay, put it into the generator. I need you to start here, get here, end here, and just...
It was a ChatGPT script before a ChatGPT script was a thing.
Give me the 3 arcs that I need. Give me the final act. It followed it.
Almost perfectly. The 3/4 point crisis happened at the 70-minute mark.
They had it down. 1 point, they were all over it.
But having said that, it was a nice 3/4 point crisis. It kind of sort of set the tone for the rest of the movie.
It did a good job. And the whole movie did what it kind of needed to do. It wasn't anything outlandish. There wasn't any super, like, really bad scenes. There wasn't, there weren't many great scenes, but it just sort of flowed. Like you said, it paced really well.
Yeah.
And it sort of was just, it was an okay movie.
Yeah, it was a warm-hearted movie, and it was just really well done. The only downside to the whole film was, like, his acting. You can tell he's just come off the WWE run. This is his first, like, major role, and he was, like, cardboard and wasn't relaxed.
Well, wouldn't you be when one of your major movies, you've got Julie Andrews, Billy Crystal, Stephen Merchant. You'd be sitting there going, fuck, what am I doing here?
And I also think they've definitely saved all the money by not giving me any skating lessons, because there's not one point in that film where he's ice skating.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was like a big standout for me. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is definitely not happening.
When he was practicing his shots, I'm going, what are you doing? You're just standing in an oval? What are you doing? You're not there's no flow to what I'm no ice hockey player, but you could tell he was not on the ice.
Yeah, and I love the timing of, like, the game. There's, like, one point. It's supposed to be, like, one quick line change in hockey, and it's like 45 seconds. And it's like, I love that in movies when, like, I'm being a huge sport fan, and especially American sports, when you pick up these things and you're like, that's a 1 to 2 to maybe 3 second transition, and it's, that's a minute. You're like, okay, that's taking its time.
And while exciting, I was starting to wonder, has Nathan made any notes? And when will he share them with us?
All right, Nathan's notes.
Yeah, I got
what have you got?
A few. Budget of $48 million.
What?
Made 112 at box office.
$48 million?
Well, you got to pay bloody Julie Andrews and Billy Crystal and The Rock. You got to pay their fees. But it made 112, so technically, a box office success for them.
Yeah.
I touched on, it was Billy Crystal's first role in 8 years.
Yeah.
It was Julie Andrews' last on-screen, like, live action role up until Bridgerton, which I think was like maybe 2 years ago. So she had a huge gap. There was a sequel to this movie.
No. What?
Called The Tooth Fairy 2, starring Larry the Cable Guy. Now,
no way.
Now, Christo, can you quickly check the Rotten Tomato score on that one while I keep going? Because that, to me, would be a very interesting movie.
Holy hell.
And last major fun fact of this was originally written for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. What?
Yeah, so the research that I've found is this was written for him. He was going to be a hulking guy, but he ended up picking The Last Action Hero and did that instead. And then this script just sat in Hollywood limbo up until it was made in 29 for the 2010 release. So originally a Arnie movie. So
oh my God.
Very interesting direction if that would have happened.
The Larry the Cable Guy sequel has no rating.
Oh, it's a 0.
My God.
On Rotten Tomatoes. Out of 3 reviews, and the reviews are: don't expect anything special, don't expect anything highbrow, don't expect anything medium brow. It's lowbrow all the way.
That's hilarious. And I guess for us, I don't know who Larry the Cable Guy is. I know he's a comedian, but like the Americans.
Oh, it's great.
Larry the Cable Guy, wasn't he Mater in Cars?
Yeah, Mater.
Yeah, okay.
We're not watching Tooth Fairy 2, please
No, we're not
tell
watching
me.
that. Well,
oh, good.
Maybe. And another fun fact, I only watched this one once. I didn't watch it more than once.
What?
Yeah, I only did it once.
What happened?
Didn't want to. I didn't want to. I was just like, it's just an okay movie. There's nothing that stood out. Nothing was bad. I just was like, nah.
Was it cliche?
Yes.
Yes, very cliche.
Was it very schmaltzy?
Yes.
Yes. But I didn't hate it.
Nah.
No, that's the whole thing.
It was a nice family-friendly movie.
I thought I would absolutely hate it because of the rating.
Yeah.
And because it was Rock and he was wearing bloody fairy wings. But then I started watching and went, oh, this isn't too bad. And then I caught up with Nathan and goes, what do you reckon? I went, yeah, it's crap. And he goes, no, it's not too bad. I went, yeah, I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
I caught him out on that one.
Yeah.
You know what the thing is, though? It's the expectation that you think it's going to be terrible.
Yes.
And it's like, I was like, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and this is what this whole podcast is about. Is it worth another watch?
I'm going to say yes.
Nathan?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes as well. I thought it is.
Cool.
And look, we've all got young kids. It's definitely worth watching. With my kids watched it at vacation care on Monday. So they watched it. They thought it was amazing. Yeah. It's not. Shut up, kids. You don't know what you're talking about. Leave it to dad. But it was a good movie. Like, it wasn't, okay, it's not good, but it's not bad. And it's definitely something that people should watch. It's one of those ones that it ticks all the boxes. It's nothing outlandish. Have you seen it before in different versions? Yeah, 55,000 times. But do we watch them because they're fine? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
One thing I loved about it was Stephen Merchant singing Simple Minds as he's trying to spray the entire crowd with the Forget Me dust.
Oh, my God, yes.
That was hilarious. And Trev, I know you didn't watch it
awesome.
right to the end because we were pushed for time.
Yes.
But did you hear the Wilhelm scream?
No.
Do you know what the Wilhelm scream is?
I didn't.
They put it in.
At the very end with the goalie?
Yeah, they put it in with Billy Crystal and Julie Andrews right in the end credits.
I didn't even see. Well, obviously I didn't. Okay, well, I'll go back and watch that.
Yeah, finish the movie now.
Yeah.
So is this the best movie that we've watched?
This is probably the best movie we've watched. Yeah.
Yes, this is the best movie that we've watched.
So I think, Christo, you and I last week had Jaws as the best.
I wrote it down. We had number 1, War of the Worlds, the worst movie we've seen. The 2025 version. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Number 2. Number 3 is Fantastic Four 2015 edition. Number 4 was Jaws 4, The Revenge. Number 5 is The Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, it's pretty close for me between this and Jaws. Yeah, and if I could make Superman The Quest for Revenge, as I keep calling it that'd be a good movie, but it's The Quest for Peace, so it'll stay number 2.
You just make up titles.
Just make them up. I'm just too many movies, I'm getting confused. Worth another watch.
Very much so.
Give it a go, kids.
Please rewind this cassette before returning it to your video library.